to go through the Geiger comment?
Yeah, I know. Can you believe it's been a month since that happened?
I don't know.
Welcome. This is the Town of Raleigh Municipal Light Board meeting. It's a regular meeting, November 20th, 2012. The time being 7:02. And we'll open the meeting, and as a reminder, this meeting is being audio and video recorded. The first item on the agenda is to enter executive session for the purpose of conducting strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation. If an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigation position of the public body and the chair so declares, in accordance with General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, and we will reconvene in open session. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion, we go into executive session?
Seconded.
Okay, Dave, could you sign that, please? Dave did make the motion, right?
I got it.
Okay. Yeah, I know, but Dave signed the second, so Dave's got a second, and Kenny's got to make the motion.
So I'm signing up here. Huh? Up here?
Yep. Okay, and there's an executive session disclosure. We're going to enter executive session for the purpose of conducting strategy with respect to litigation. The chairman declares that an open meeting would be detrimental to the Municipal Light Board. The board will reconvene in open session. And the motion's been made. I need a vote by roll call. All those in favor?
Aye. Ken Keyes.
Hi, Dave Levesque.
Aye, Robert Murray. We are now in executive session.
He's reading it.
Well, I wasn't, but don't worry.
No,
about
go
it.
ahead.
No, it's okay, no, go ahead.
Well, you can get a copy of this for both of us, right?
Yeah, I'll send you a copy.
Yeah, he's gonna send us a copy of
Right,
it.
good.
Then we can
So
take our
whose is
time.
that, his? Who gave
Well,
you
I'll,
that?
That's
I'll
it.
take it and then I'll send all three of you a copy.
Want to do it now?
No, I'll send it
He's gonna
to you.
charge us overtime.
I'll save the paper.
Yeah, I'll save some paper.
We, that is it.
Okay, the next agenda item is review and approve meeting minutes from June 13th, 2012 and July 3rd, 2012. Has everybody had a chance to read them?
Yep.
Look for them. Okay, the June 13th minutes, are they okay?
Yep.
Yeah, I have no problem with June
Okay,
or July.
okay.
I have one question. How come, this is just July, we're in November, and we don't have any minutes from all the other months?
They're not ready yet. I mean,
Something takes so long, what,
well, the information's out there, but it's just gotta get transcribed. So all in favor of the June 13th minutes, signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And the July 3rd minutes.
July 3rd.
We're okay with me.
You all set, Ken?
Did you get an answer to the question that you brought up? Waiver of the lien rights? This bottom question here that you brought up?
Page 25,
Yeah,
waiver of the lien rights, does this mean?
it said
waive-
Robert Mary had some corrections and listed,
Yeah, if you remember right, this was the pole attachment agreement that Mark had put together,
yeah,
and it was based on a Verizon
right, right,
contract.
yep,
And one of the, obviously on page 25, under Article 15.12, there was a waiver of lien rights, and I didn't know if that was specific to Verizon or to just
Okay.
everybody. So I
Yeah.
wanted them to check that, and I'm assuming that they did do that. They checked
Okay.
it and found that it was okay, or they
so you did
eliminated,
get an answer,
well, they eliminated it from the, they were gonna look into it the
yeah,
last time.
okay,
I
So,
believe Jackie and Mark did look into that.
okay.
okay. That was the only question I had,
Okay, so you all set?
all set,
Okay, the minutes of July 3rd, all those in favor?
Aye.
aye,
Aye. Opposed? Minutes for July 3rd are accepted. Do you want us to sign that master copy, Dan? Yeah, I can get one to Dave too, and it'll come back to me as one. Okay, so let me check and see which one goes with which one. July 3rd.
Thank you.
And June 13th.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that's agenda item number 3. Agenda item number 4 is Rowley Town Common Lighting Project.
Basically, this item is on the agenda. I think, Kenny, you wanted to talk about a little
Well,
bit
it was
about
a-
the common lighting project and actually what the guys are going to do and what the plan that was brought to me was with the common lighting project. So if you want to,
yeah, the thing that I've been at 2 of the meetings, I missed one of them, and Mark is doing a very good job of answering their questions and staying on top of it. The next thing that's coming up is the lighting. They're talking about putting, I know it was 4 or 5 lights on the project, and I don't even know if anybody has even approached anybody in the light department to look into what we would want for lighting.
I think Mark Anderson is the representative,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
Mark was the one that came in and presented that to us when the last time the Town Common Committee.
because it wasn't there the last meeting, it wasn't brought up.
No, I think this
No,
was quite
as
a
of-
while ago.
As of the last meeting, Todd was gonna take a bunch of pamphlets that he had, and he was gonna take them back and pick out 5 different lights. Why would you want that? I mean, we have the lights that we use on certain locations, and we're gonna have to maintain them. So we would want to have something that was the same as what we normally use, you know. But this isn't gonna happen for quite a while off anyhow, but.
Well, I think that what they're doing, at least the last I heard, what they were doing was they were putting the plan together with the specifications to put it out to bid
Yeah,
for the trees and stuff.
they were approaching the selectmen
There's-
within another 2 or 3 weeks
Yeah,
with the upgraded plan of what they want to do
okay.
without these lights involved.
Well, the last,
But it's coming along pretty nice. It's
Yeah.
going to look good when it's done.
yeah, when they came in the last time, Mark was here and they explained that on the independent side of the common,
Yeah.
they're gonna eliminate those poles that are on that side of the street,
Yeah.
which are actually in the street.
Yeah, really.
And the only thing on those poles at this point right now is secondary.
Mhm.
So they're gonna put that underground and then put in
Underground.
some post lights along that side of the
Right.
common.
They had the water department there at this last meeting and the highway department.
Mhm.
And everybody was going along in a good direction, you know, that the highway would go along with us on taking certain trees down. There's a couple of trees that have to be taken down.
Mhm.
And then making sure that we're not going to be affected by that water line that's there. Other than that, this whole project seems to be moving along well.
So is there any action you wanna take, or?
No, I just wanted to, you know, make a comment that how well Mark is presenting this to the group.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he did a very good job the last time he was here.
Yeah.
When he made the presentation.
So he's doing a good job.
So I would think if there's a question as to what style of light the department wants, that they probably should run it by you, Dan.
I think, and I'm just getting my feet wet on this,
Oh, yeah.
but
No,
Yeah.
I know, I realize it.
from what I understand, they weren't exactly happy with the fixture that we usually use for underground developments. They may want something that's a little fancier than that,
Antiquish or something.
antiquish looking than that, just especially since it's right in the common area.
And the lights that would have been around here, particularly the town hall and in the center of town area, would have been gas lights originally.
The only issue we're gonna have with that is because of the bylaw with the zero cutoff, it's hard to find fixtures that go with the bylaw and are the ornamental type fixtures.
The bylaw itself is not enforceable against the municipal.
Okay.
The bylaw, the lighting bylaw that we have with the cutoff fixtures is basically industrial commercial. It doesn't affect anything else.
Okay.
We went along with it on the street lighting only because it was something that we could do. It wasn't really a major issue. But up there, I would think it would be the committee that would want to pick the light that they want to go with their design. At least have some input on it with their design.
I will, in that case, I'll talk to Mark Anderson and just to make sure he knows that, and then when they have
Yeah.
the next meeting, they can talk more about fixtures and the fact that they maybe not have to go with that.
Right, and I mean, as you can see, the library was built after that bylaw, and they have lighting that
Right.
semi-meets that. So I
Okay.
think if there's a way to, to do that.
There are LED fixtures that are decorative that come close to the zero cutoff. They're not quite that far,
Okay.
but so they may be able to find some in the catalog. It's just a matter of looking through the catalog and finding something they like.
Okay, that sounds good.
In that plan, they're not coming up summer, huh? They didn't want to continue that and make it a...
I don't-
What was the reason for that?
I don't know, other than
Do you think that would look nice, you know,
it's gonna be,
independent, and then summer coming up to the town hall, which
Yeah.
would be more uniform?
Mark was working with them, and the department had more or less agreed to pay for it, for
Yeah,
that particular
no,
part of
yeah.
the job. So I don't know
Yeah,
what the budget's gonna be.
that's a good comment because
It would look, you know,
to do the whole
it kind of
thing.
surrounds it from the inside.
Yeah.
And if the department was willing to come up with the extra money, you could run it by the committee and see if they were willing to do it. But I don't see why they wouldn't be.
Yeah, I just think it would look, I mean, you're doing it once and you're doing it right. Why, do it, dig it up again, I mean,
Right.
Well, I think that was doing it on that side of the street, only on that end of the common, is because there was nothing there affected. In other words, you can take the poles out
right,
and put in the secondary and have the lighting there that's there now. There's a couple of streetlights there, I believe. And not affect anybody else, not affect the primary, not affect any house services or
Yeah,
anything.
Right.
Is the
Right.
primary on Summer Street, is it on the left-hand side going down or on the right-hand on the common side?
It's actually, when you leave here and go back to the office, it's on the left-hand side.
Oh, so it is on the common side?
Yes.
Okay,
Mm.
And those poles are basically off of the street. They're behind the sidewalk.
okay.
Okay, on Independence Street, they're actually on the street side of the curbing.
Right on the street.
They're in the street.
Okay.
So
All right.
that might have been a thing that they were talking about too.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't take much to just run a secondary line underground and pick up the lighting itself
yeah.
on Summer Street. You wouldn't have to, without moving the
Without moving the
The
existing
poles
poles.
and primaries
yeah.
and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
would be an
Obviously, that's
expensive
gonna-
undertaking.
going to,
And then later on, you can always put bigger poles sometime when somebody's looking for
so,
more room on a pole, we put bigger ones up there and we get them
Yeah.
up higher, so. No, just a thought.
Mm.
okay. So you may want to talk to Mark Anderson
I'll-
about that. Just
I'll
see
talk
where-
to Mark,
Where
yeah.
where the committee sits and maybe get an update on it from him.
Okay.
'Cause he's the representative. I think, was it Jackie that appointed him, or was it Christina?
Mm.
Don't remember who appointed him, whether it was, I think it was Christina that appointed him.
Yeah, Mark had volunteered to
Did he?
go on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, you had to.
Oh, yeah.
no comment.
Poor Mark.
Okay, anything else on that?
No, all set.
Okay, the next item number 5, is solar project update.
I put this on the agenda just to update the commissioners on where we are with our solar project.
Okay,
Basically, we're in the process of finishing the interconnection agreement. It's been through the lawyer's offices and it's pretty well done as far as that goes, but we're waiting for the interconnection study to be finished in order to finish all the prices for what the developer's gonna do, what the Raleigh Light Department's gonna do as far as the interconnection goes. Mark spoke to PLM last week, and they said they were in the capacitor engineering part of it stage, and then there should be only another week or so before the actual interconnection study's done.
oh, good.
And when the study's done, we'll have all the numbers to plug into the interconnection agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Once that's done, then we can sign the interconnection agreement and the power supply contract.
Good.
So we're getting close to the end of that phase of it anyway.
Wonderful. It's been a while, but got to do it right.
Yeah. And once that phase is complete and the both contracts are signed, then we can move forward with the construction phase of the project.
Okay,
So, and I'll keep you up to date as far as how that's going.
wonderful. Great. Our very first. Okay, any other comment on that?
No comment.
All set? Okay, item number 6 is future meeting place and times.
Do you have any comment, Bob, on this, or?
Well, I have already talked to Dan and mentioned to him that we did have a inquiry, quote-unquote, semi-complaint about the meeting place on Summer Street, that it didn't meet the open meeting law requirements. And my suggestion would be that we contact the Architectural Access Board and have them inspect it. They will come out and inspect.
Yeah, I measured that, I mean, I don't see any problem
For
getting in there.
accessibility.
Yeah,
And we'll give you a heads up, or a thumbs up, or a thumbs down, whichever it might be.
well, where it's here on the agenda, I mean, I would like to make a motion that, for the purpose of, Dan would be there, would have Eric there taking a minute, so he wouldn't be getting paid extra coming out, he'd be right at the office, and anything that we asked Dan for any particular project, he would have, be able to get it right then and there, instead of, we would be here and have to wait again. And I mean, for years, we've always had the meetings there. I would like to make a motion that we go back to Tuesday at 10 o'clock And anytime we'd have a meeting, and then the public is always, it's always open meeting, and then if the camera, they could come down and film it if they'd like any time. So, I mean, I think it would be more convenient, it would be saving money, and I'd put that in the motion that we have the meetings back at our office.
Well, I go along with that, and I would second that motion.
Okay.
You know, except the only thing is we have to go along with this committee you just talked about.
Yeah, they
Well,
can check it pending on that.
Yeah, depending on that, yeah.
I can tell you now that if the access board doesn't inspect it or doesn't approve it, I will not meet there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, if they don't
That's-
approve it, then we wouldn't have it, yeah.
So, I mean, that's my stance, because
Yeah.
we were working very fine. Well, we still didn't have any idea that there might be a problem. But once the issue was raised, then we need to settle the issue once and for all.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Is there a contact person you can give me so I can give them a call, set up an appointment? Or?
I don't have a name, but
I
I'm
think
sure.
Mark has it. I think we already had an okay a long time ago, I think. I think Mark knows who to contact.
Well, it's the Architectural
They do
Access
that
Board. It's a
study.
state agency.
Architectural access.
Yeah.
Board,
It's a
okay.
state agency. So I'm sure if you,
I can Google that.
yeah, I'm sure it'll pop up.
Okay.
So my motion will go, and Kenny seconded it, and if it's okay with them, then we'll be all set.
So you haven't set any time frame for when this would take place?
Well, I'd say the next meeting.
Well, as long as this gets done.
Or we'll say when this is done, you know? Okay, Ken?
Yeah, second that, yeah. Yep,
All right, the motion's been made and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 And I'm gonna abstain till we get it in writing. So we're off and running.
Good.
Is there anything else that needs to come up that we don't have on the agenda that we can't talk about?
Yeah, we can't talk about it. Not on the agenda. Oh.
Want to make a motion that we adjourn?
Item number 6 is adjournment.
You just made the motion and I seconded it.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Adjourned at 7:45.
Well, that wasn't bad.
So you'll get home with your happy some time.